Start off with a little thing I like to call fire starters. I don't know how to categorize you, okay? So I'm just gonna rattle off a bunch of things and you just tell me if all of these are included. We're gonna say like model, actor, director, producer, entrepreneur, activist, father.
Father.
Damn, I can't forget that.
Husband.
Husband, that's another big one. What do you categorize yourself as right now as we sit here? Which ones are taking kind of some top spots? So we know husband and father are up there, but what else is kind of where you're at right now?
Sitting in front of a fire with you, my friend.
You rolled up here in your Airstream. That's yours back there.
Yeah, it's pretty special. Well, my wife also owns a...
Which percent, how much percent?
Probably 97.8. No, it's one of our babies, you know. At this age in this place, you literally scramble for inspiration anywhere you can get it. In between, like, you know, running a company and raising kids and talking, you know, to people and building stories. And these things, you know, allow you to tell more stories and allow you to find and mine the material that gives you the inspiration to create more stories, you know? Not to sound too, you know, cerebral about it all.
No.
But we're pretty cerebral human beings.
Very much so. I want you to do something here. Hold on, fill me up.
Oh, you know what? I got it.
And then I want you to do something, but I think you'll think about it better if we do this.
Yeah. My friend, it is an honor to sit here.
How's that smell?
I'm just making sure it wasn't sugar water. No, you know, listen, every time I've ever been able to pop a bottle of this and share it with someone, it's a dream come true. It never gets old, and it's something that I cherish deeply, so.
And we'll get into it, but I'd like you to do, cheers here.
Cheers, my friend.
I want you to close your eyes and give me the perfect day with the family. Describe it to me, because you're really good at painting these pictures.
Perfect day. Mm-hmm. I would say that perfect day is whether you're out in the middle of the desert, you're on that beach, or you're on like a snowy mountain river, waking up and having that aspect of nature where you are immersed in nature, but you are in your own environment. And you've got the dogs and the family and the munchkin running around, and you get out there, whether you get into your wetsuit or you put on your snowshoes, and you're out.
Yeah.
And you're out. And you're in nature like that. You come back for lunch, you get warm or you get cool, whatever, you know, you need to be getting.
Yeah.
And then you wind down the afternoon and everybody piles into the bed and the dogs are sleeping and they're exhausted and there's...
Do the dogs go to the bottom of your feet or your wife's feet?
Both. They go on either side.
I couldn't do it.
And we have one very fluffy white one and one little beagle like pit mix.
Okay.
There's either sand on the floor or snow on the floor or desert dust on the floor. Mm-hmm. And either way, you know, it's like, it's that thing that reminds you, it brings you back to your center, which is we are social creatures that are meant to be in nature.
Mm-hmm. I'm kind of curious because I want to go back to the Louisiana roots here. When did those first early kind of experiences of living life outside the house kind of hit you? What were those like? What were they?
From the very beginning, man. Growing up when I was a kid, little kid, you know, my grandparents made everything. They made their own soap. They had their own meat. They grew their own grains. And so having access to fresh everything at all times, you know, it's like my dad's side of the family, you know, after church, all the adults would get together and drink mint juleps. And the kids, we would go and cut the sugar cane with a cane knife, and then you get the fresh cane juice.
Yeah.
And that's what you're muddling with the mint that you went and picked from the, you know, under the tree. And this is what you're, you know, like that was my experience, right? Yeah. So it all came from the natural world, you know?
For sure.
Cheers, man.
When I look back at you growing up in Louisiana, is there a more friendly state? And I don't want to say friendly because it may not even be that friendly.
It's a long word. Louisianian. It's a long word.
Yeah.
Like, what would you call people in Philadelphia? Like, how do you...
Philadelphians.
Philadelphia.
Or angry. Either or. Both work. both work in my hometown. But you know, it's funny because
What do you call it? Is it a Pennsylvanian?
Yes.
Pennsylvanian, yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds cool. It sounds like a sort of Transylvanian.
Wow. Your mind's always there, isn't it?
Which is a cool place. I've been there.
Really?
Yeah.
What is, because we were talking earlier about the amount of minutes that Vampire Diaries was streamed over the pandemic was just astronomical.
Crazy.
The show has
over
not been
14
on.
over 14 billion.
That's nuts.
Yeah.
What is our fascination with vampires as a society?
What is it? It's these creatures that and it changed, right? Because it became like, rather than these sort of like venomous fang creatures that just attack everyone and wear capes, they became these sort of like beautiful facades of people, right? They were worldly, but they were dangerous. They were sexy, but they were scary. They were
For you to say it.
all of these
They are
like
sexy.
you were the one that told me that. Yeah.
I told you to say that back. But on that show, you guys are drinking bourbon nonstop. Now you're drinking iced tea sadly on screen, I believe, right?
We were, you know, well, we drank a lot of iced tea, and it was caffeinated.
Ooh.
So Paul and I couldn't figure out why season 1 we had so many, like the shakes and so much.
Yeah, because vampires are very stoic.
Yeah,
So.
like anxiety problems. And then we
Vampires
realized,
with anxiety issues.
and then we realized we were drinking probably like 600 or 700 milligrams of caffeine a day, and so we switched to decaf.
Okay.
We really found that color.
Did you ever do bourbon, even for a take?
Oh yeah, oh 100%.
Oh, good. Thank
Yeah.
goodness.